Hi and welcome to E-ZTutoring. Today we're going to cover how to solve a quadratic equation by graphing it. So suppose we are given the equation x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So all we need is some x value that makes this equal to 0. So let's go ahead and graph this. Now I'm going to assume you guys are already familiar with graphing quadratic equations in standard form. If you guys are not, be sure to check out my video on that. So I won't focus too much on the steps for graphing. So all we do is we find our vertex by doing negative b over 2a, which is simply negative 3 over 2. And then to find our y-coordinate, we simply plug that in. Negative 3 over 2 squared plus 3 times negative 3 over 2 minus 4. So this is 9 over 4 minus 9 over 2 minus 4. Let's go ahead and get common denominator. So I'll write this as 16 over 4. And I'll write this as 18 over 4. So we do 9 minus 18 minus 16, which gives us negative 25 over 4. So this is our x-coordinate of the vertex. This is our y-coordinate of the vertex. So we have it at negative 3 halves, comma, negative 25 over 4. And then you just need some points to the left and to the right. So let's go ahead and start graphing this. So our coordinate for the vertex is going to be around negative 1.5, and this gives us around 6.25, negative 6.25. Vertex is going to be somewhere around there. That's our vertex. All right, so now in order to find your solutions to this quadratic equation, you need to find out what x values give you a y value of 0. So as in we need x comma 0. Where do we have x comma 0? That's going to be on the x-axis. Wherever you have an x value comma 0 on the x-axis, that is whatever value of x you need to plug in to return you a value of 0, which would satisfy this equation. So wherever we find the intersections over here, that will be our answer. So in order to do that, we just need some x, y values here. So all we need to do is plug into the left and right of the vertex. So we can go ahead and plug in, say, to the right of the vertex, we could plug in 0. That's a pretty easy number to plug in. We have 0. When we plug that in, we get negative 4. So that still isn't enough to estimate our x value, but just judging by this, kind of looks like the x value is going to be 1 or 2. So if we go ahead and plug in a 1, we indeed get 0, which is exactly what we wanted. So at 1 comma 0, that will cross the x-axis. Now, like I said, I'm going to assume you guys are familiar with graphing these parabolas, because this axis of symmetry will show us that this coordinate right here will be the same on the other side. It's 1.5 units away from the axis, so 1.5 units away will put us here, which will give us another coordinate there. So just like that, we found out that the x-intercepts are 1 comma 0 and negative 3 comma 0. And those are the values which will make this equation true. So to summarize, all you need to do to solve a quadratic equation by graphing is to simply find out where it crosses the x-axis. And then after you find out where it crosses, you can say that your x is equal to 1 and negative 3. And that right there is your answer. All right, everybody. If you guys want ACT or SAT help, be sure to visit my website, www.e-ztutoring.com. Thank you guys, and good luck with this.